that you're in charge, it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out?
I don't see why not. I keep the work at work, Skylar. And nothing will ever impact you or the kids.
You don't know that. You can't make that promise, Walt.
I can promise you that Gus Fring is dead. And he was the threat. He was the danger.
I thought you were the danger.
I can promise you that Gus Fring is dead. And he was the threat. He was the danger.
I thought you were the danger.
Is that what your pool stunt was about? Trying to protect my children from me?
That just... There's blood on my hands, too.
What blood? Panicky?
He's in the hospital because of me.
No.
Because of what I did.
Skylar, you can't beat yourself up over this thing. Please. You didn't set out to hurt anybody. You made a mistake and things got out of control. But you did what you had to do to protect your family, and I'm sorry. That doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a human being.
Stop it, Walt. Just stop. I don't need to hear any of your bullshit rationales. I'm in it now. I'm compromised, but I will not have...
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Man, his first throw nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. There's Jack Fox on the punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And it's taken in at the 9. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Hooker on first down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 5. Looking to throw, Hooker. That is caught by Laporte. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to get out here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Vikings at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Now 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks.
and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Kadarius Toney, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Hooker.
short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Here's Hooker to throw it. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Hooker now up play action.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Hooker.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw.
And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're Chubb fumbled it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Hooker now on second down.
Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hooker now on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
This is caught by Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Hooker to the air yet again.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those, how to get it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's Chandler on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Hooker from his own end zone. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Ready, get.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down the right sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
On first and 10, Hooker. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in
from 4 yards out. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Third and 12. Now Chandler. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Matt Hawk now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle.
Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
To number 89. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Chandler.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So from the 37, here's second down and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now they'll shift things around.
Brings up third down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run the option. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's second and 7. They run it with Chandler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on first down. It's Chandler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This is second and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit them with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they